Match day 2 in the Africa Cup of Nations continues in Group B with Egypt taking on Ghana. I am your host, Antonio Aquilino. All the action begins after the break right here on beIN Sports.
Pour l'hymne national de l'Égypte. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able for the national anthem of Egypt. Et maintenant, l'hymne national du Ghana. And now, the national anthem of Ghana.
Amazing scenes. You could see Richard Ofori singing the Ghana national anthem. And he was completely immersed there. Emotions running high. Big matchup coming up. Two teams who had false starts in this 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. Egypt drawing against Mozambique in the very last moments of the match thanks to a Mohamed Salah penalty deep into second half stoppage time. Ghana, they were defeated by Cape Verde in their opener in the competition. Let's take a look at the starting lineups, beginning with Egypt, the Pharaohs under Portuguese manager Rui Vitória, looking to get their first victory in Group B in this Africa Cup of Nations. El Shanawi gets the start in goal. The back four sees Hamdi Abdelmonem Hegazi and Kamal starting. Two-man midfield here today for Rui Vitória with El Neni, the former Arsenal man, lining up alongside the number 5, Fati. In support of the lone man up front, Mustafa Mohamed, Ashur Marmoush and with the number 10, the captain, one of the greatest African players of all time, Liverpool legend, Mohamed Salah. Pieraccio is the match official for today's fixture at the Stade Felix Homput Begni. VAR is in effect at this Africa Cup of Nations. Ghana, ranked number 61 in the world, were certainly looked at as a team which would come out of Group B in advance after a loss on matchday 1. The Black Stars are in desperate need of points. Chris Houghton is the manager, and he lines up with a 4-2-1-3 formation. Ofori gets a start in goal. Mensah, Salisu, Juku, and Odoi make up the back line. In midfield, Abdul Samed lines up alongside Kudus and Ashimeru. Up front, it's Ayu, Iñaki Williams from Athletic Club in La Liga, and the number 25, Semenyo. A lot of pressure on Ghana in this one. Egypt-Ghana starts now on beIN Sports.
As we get this game underway, Stacho of Gabon blows the whistle, and we are off into the uncharted territory of finding out whether or not Egypt will take points, get themselves a victory, or will it be Ghana who hit back after their loss against Cape Verde? Big blow for Ghana, of course. They're under a lot of pressure, the Black Stars. There he is, Chris Houghton, 53 years of age, Irish international. Coaching Newcastle and also playing for Spurs for a very long period, nearly 400 matches. Bit of pressure on his shoulders to perform out here, but bringing back Mohamed Kudus into that midfield, playing kind of a 10 role to try and steer the Black Stars in the right direction. All going back to Richard Ofori. Picked up down the left-hand side. That will be a free kick for Egypt over on the far side. Foul committed by Odoi. Call him the Professor. He's normally a very disciplined player, but on that occasion, this is the player that Barcelona have snapped up. He'll be joining them later this year. Imam Ashur, former White Knights player with Zamalek. Over to Higazi. Kamal cuts inside, has a different kind of style to Mohamed Hani. Motors up that right wing, Mohamed Hani, but Omar Kamal will cut inside, make shorter passes, and that's a very nasty challenge there on Ashur over on that far side. And Ashimeru, already on the referee's radar, comes back up. He seems to be okay. Let's look at that. That's the right foot that just scrapes down the shin. Seems to be okay. The pads provided the protection. Mr. Pacho happy to get the game going. A little bit of a steal in the midfield as they push forward. This is Ghana on the attack and unleashing a shot from distance. Wasn't a bad effort. Just tells you what this man can do. Kudus lifting the crowd with a little burst of energy as he provides everybody with the first shot of the game. Claims that it should be for this Egyptian team, and Omar Kamal will pick it up. Still getting himself himself picked and selected for on a national team. On merit, of course. Wonderful career, there he is, 115 caps for the 32-year-old. Now Crystal Palace. With his brother, of course, joining Ahmed Hassan and Rigobert Song. Playing in 8 Africa Cup of Nations competitions. And if he plays today and he plays the final match against Mozambique, then he will break the record, of course, held by Rigobert Song for the most number of matches played in this sublime competition. The tournament is it's going a little bit too far for Hamdi. 6 pyramid players in this Egyptian squad. Oh, that's stolen, nicely done as well, and an opportunity for them to try and work their magic. It's been a little bit dispossessed there, Mohamed, and off on a bit of a wander. You can see the Ghana, they mean something. They're looking for a little bit of space. The ball is pushed through. It's a great opportunity for Ghana. Oh my word, El Shenawi does the business there. How great is the man at the back? Was just something special, wasn't it? Wonderful. Oh, he's offside. I think we'll see. Samani was such a dangerous play, gets himself into all of those little pockets and everything. Just a fraction offside on that occasion. Rui Vitória watches on. Danger lurking up front for Ghana. There's something that they probably needed to do is just bolster. The ball's been pinched and stolen by Inaki Williams, but there was a bit of contact. Mo Salah goes down. Ball goes over to the other side with Abdel Monaim. Total Energies AFCON 2023 is going to get on social media and talk about what's happening. There's been so many scenarios and situations that have just popped up and cropped up in this tournament so far. As Ghana go on a wander down the right side, still battling hard. Touch from Mohamed El Neni, back to his goalkeeper. Good pressing here from Ghana. Nicely done there by Kamal. That was sumptuous, just couldn't get the right final pass there. Saw that Mustafa Mohamed was on a little bit of a move, but a high ball right over the top. Look at that, that is just a delight, isn't it? Jordan Ayew left behind, unable to clamber back and get possession. Mohamed Salisu. Here's Gideon Mensah. That will be a foul. Inaki Williams, sorry, Jordan Ayew just going down there and come out, just coming and making contact. Taken. Ayew. Not too many options, does well to get the ball back, does really well. Shimero, change the direction, Kudus into the middle. Salis over to the other side this time. Need to pass the ball around, build the confidence. Oh, that's a stiff challenge by Mustafa Mohamed. Salis, one of the players brought in just to bolster that midfield and create more attacking threat, distribution, the passing, just to find those gaps and have teammates make runs so that they can unlock the defence. And I think with Kudus and Ashimero, we definitely have players like that. Salis as well. based in France, playing for the Racing Club Lens up in the north. Oh, dispossessed. You need to be very careful here. He's such the danger. The ball threaded through and cleared by Djiku. But player down. And the referee just wants to... That was the moment that they just got tangled up there. He is a little... Look at this. There's the left hand and, well, Djiku, Mustafa Mohamed. This is not the best scenario when you lose your opening game, of course, and losing against Cape Verde, Blue Sharks. But there's no small team in Africa now. Since the expansion of African Cup of Nations, of course, the scenario has changed. Lots of smaller nations capable of qualifying. We saw that back in 2019, right up through until now, and it's great to see because it just makes it a bigger competition, bigger and opportunities for some of those nations who haven't tasted this wonderful tournament to see what they can do. The likes of Namibia as well, winning on match day 1. Also a highlight in what has been a competition full of drama so far. Equatorial Guinea notching up a fine 4-2 victory. Mo Salah just into the middle. Always tightly marks there. The midfielders coming across and just blocking out the light for him to try and do something dangerous. Gideon Mensah tries to flow and straight up to the front man there and is picked up by Semeni, who tries to find a bit of space. That is a great challenge. Look what Abdelmonem brings to this Egyptian defence. Just sturdy and well-timed challenges. That's dealt with by Mensah. Through the West African Football Academy, now based in France, in eastern France, playing in Auxerre. Goalless here in this groupie encounter here. It's Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations 2023 tournament. Egypt building from the back. Nice ball, maybe a little bit too hard, yeah. You can just see that the idea was good. That was Mohamed Handi. Placed up from that deep position to try and collect that. And the Club Brugge right back, the veteran. 35, Odoi just taking the throw in, getting the ball moving. They possession again. It's a well-balanced encounter so far, and Ghana very much aware of what they need to do out here. Kudus, a little bit of space, wonderful pass there. They try and spread the ball out, use the flanks, back into the middle, and Salas getting involved. A little touch that keeps the fans happy. Here he is again. Kudus, this is what he does. Great ball to Mensah. Mensah picks it up down the left side. Oh, there's a little bit of space. That was well done. Great opportunity. Naki Williams trying to find a little bit of space. Couldn't get a shot in. Surrounded and sandwiched by red shirts. But Mensah gets the ball back alive once again. And Ghana moving forward. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there, and the referee will pick up on that. Hamdi Fati. Tries to not look guilty. There was a bit of contact. Solitschuk. Shimero, just look at this. Look at the left arm, just around, a little bit of a wrap, just got him caught back. Stopped him from dancing off into the distance. Free kick for Ghana. A deafening sound here at the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium as the options are being. Jordan Ayew, we know what kind of a delivery he has. And it's Kudus leaves it for Ayew, far post, and a good opportunity here, but the high ball goes a little bit too high. And you can see that Salisu tries to latch onto that. Three players there, and oh, there's a clash of heads. You could see that Marmouche was the player that connected. But the final touch, corner it is. Plenty of white shirts moved up into the danger zone, putting pressure on the Egyptian backline. Jordan Ayew looking to try and deliver the perfect corner. He takes it, it's short. Mo Salah blocks the ball and it's retrieved at the back by Odoi. Back to Richard Afoy, the Orlando Pirates man. Maritzburg United. As they take it forward. Salis. Chiku. Into a little bit of space. It's been picked up here by Semenyo, and the Bournemouth player trying to get himself free. I think it might have come back off him. It's going to be a throw-in for Egypt. Down in the corner, Hamid Hamdi just holding his own. And the linesman saw it very clearly. The throw-in. And I think that's what you've got to do. You've just got to clear it. But there was a very firm challenge there, and Hamdi's down on the ground, and I think the challenge was a little bit firm there. As Hamdi folds under the pressure from Ayew. Oh yeah, you can see that the foot was on his, the top of his, the roof of his foot, and seems to be okay. Egypt won the last two matches against Ghana. 2017 in the group stage, 1-0. And we have to go all the way back to 2010. The final in Luanda, where Ghetto managed to score the winning goal. That was to be the last AFCON title that was lifted by the Pharaohs. You can see some possession there in Ghana. Pretty good place so far. The pass is 73-69, but quite well balanced. The ball goes out wide, and here is that man, Ashur. Waits for a little bit of support, and the ball's been, well, that's going to be, not going to be a free kick. And picked up, and Ghana head off and move forward. Jordan Ayew will pick up the free kick. Contact from the Al Wahar FC midfielder Hamdi Fati. You may have seen him as a stalwart for the Red Devils of Cairo. Al Ali up until 2023 after 5 seasons playing in the Egyptian capital and lifting silverware, which is basically a hobby for Al Ahly, as we know. Control just letting him down. Picked up. So Nenny. Mo Salah with a nice little touch. Just to get rid of his man, picked up by Kamal. Kamal back to Mo Salah. Look over on the other side, you can see it coming. And if that finds that, oh, that's a wonderful pass to Hamdi over on that wide side there, and an opportunity here. They go looking. Oh, there's nothing there. I think the referee says it's a free kick, in fact, for Ghana. Just lost possession. Mamouche cut inside, and Mo Salah needs to be a little bit careful with the referee, otherwise he will pick up a yellow card. You don't really want to be in that scenario, but he is not very happy. Let's just have a look at Mamouche. Well, that was it. Just crashing and clashing into him, Abdul Salis. And the Lens player just taking out Mamouche, and at the same time, he'd lost possession, so he committed himself, but after that, things have calmed down. The storm has become a little bit less turbulent. As Richard Ofori will send the ball back up into enemy territory. Header from Hegazi, and contact there with Fati down on the ground. There is Mohamed Kudus having a wonderful season with West Ham and scoring goals in a big way. That injury was a problem, kept him out of the opening clash against the Blue Sharks of Cape Verde. Now he's back and playing an important role. There were questions about whether he would be 100%. At the moment, he's looking pretty strong, pretty solid, not showing any signs of any kind of an injury that's hampering his ability to pass the ball out wide, monitor and survey that midfield area and take it forward like he did with the first shot of the game. Everton will want to have more of that happening. Hegazi, the 32-year-old, former West Brom player, of course, played in the FIFA Club World Cup with Ittihad, Saudi Pro League. Managed to get past Al Ahly. Nice pass into the midfield. Egypt on the attack. Mo Salah picks the ball up. Good pressure, very good pressure that is from Gideon Mensah. Man doing the business there is picked up by Mohamed El Neni, 100th cap, playing for Egypt. Ghazi, Mo Salah, the pressure from Semenyo. Quite happy to keep the ball, to pass it around, probe, and potentially find a route through this very well-organised back line at the moment. I'm saying that, they find a bit of space over on the left-hand side. An opportunity here. Mamouche gets the ball over, there's no one there, but it's a header that takes the ball out for a corner, and Mensah doesn't mess around, heads it out, corner it is for Egypt. When you've got a ball that's sent over like that, you know, it's all about communication. He didn't know if there was anybody behind him. Maybe Jordan Ayew should have said there was There's no one in his shadow. Order being restored in the penalty box by Mr. Pierre Atcho of Gabon. Mo Salah, the captain, into the penalty box it goes, the corner. Not many options. Kudus tries to square the ball to his teammate Ashimero, his midfield partner. Red shirts. And the frustration of not having that work probably sees him lash out with a challenge. Free kick it is for the Pharaohs. Omar Mamouche coming in to replace Trezeguet. 2019, he was the poster boy along with Mo Salah in Egypt, ahead of the home Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations tournament. That saw the Pharaohs knocked out of the competition by South Africa. El Neri. Ball comes out quite Higazi. Little flick to try and pick out Mo Salah. Well, that's very strong play. That's nicely done, and it's a good bit of play from Jordan Ayew, showing experience, tries to thread the ball through. Well, look at that for a challenge. Didn't want to throw himself into that, Semenyo, but very strong work. This is El Nedi trying to pick out Mo Salah, a little bit too close to Richard Ofori, but the idea was good. But look at this from Ayew. First touch there, beautiful. Finds a little bit of space. Going past a couple of players. Still got it. He's only 32. He's in his prime. Younger of the two Ayew brothers in this team. Lovely touch there. Well, you can see that there's an opportunity here. Accurate passes, 111 to 73. You can see that Egypt, something that they've been exemplary with in their opening clash. It was a wonderful stat, and it was that there's Mosepe, the CAF president, of course, Dr. Mosepe. Very smart man, very fine president for this confederation, understanding how to make the competition bigger and better. It definitely is turning it, well, it already is, but it's getting even bigger and better on a yearly basis, on a 2-yearly basis, if you like. We're going back into the hands of Egypt as Kamal goes down. I think he needs some of that magic spray. But already the expansion of the Africa Cup of Nations was very successful. I think everybody wants to watch. There's the Kamal going down, the contact from Jordan Ayew. It was that firm charge forward down that left side that we saw. And the players just getting a little bit of a water break there, just because it's hot, it's humid. And there's a few cooling break, there we go. Dehydrated players that have just been refreshed and are back on track and ready to engage again. high-profile encounter. It wasn't the only one we had today. Nigeria beating the hosts, Côte d'Ivoire, 1-0 earlier today. And Equatorial Guinea beating Guinea-Bissau 4-2. This group before tomorrow's clash between Mozambique and Cape Verde. It's Cape Verde who are top of the table, having beaten Ghana 2-1 in their opener. Egypt and Mozambique with 1 point apiece. Ghana at the bottom, of course, after their 2-1 loss. So it's time to change things around. Thought that there was going to be a running move there from Inaki Williams. He's a player who does have good vision, does understand when to run, when to make his move up front. The Athletic Bilbao forward. Nicely done with Sally, so I couldn't find his man out on the right-hand side, and it's, well, there's again, that's going down, just held back and thwarted as he got the boosters going over on that left side. This definitely brings in an extra bit of physicality, doesn't he, Abdul Salis in that midfield, chasing down and hunting down players who like to dart off and find a bit of space out wide, but on that occasion giving Egypt a free kick. Higazi's gone up, good in the air. There's the delivery, it's headed away. Mo Salah's attempt to try and get a ball back into the box doesn't work. That was not the right pass, was it? Didn't read each other. Mensah didn't make the run. Smart play from Omar Kamal. Will join Al Ali this year. Cuts inside, nice movies. Very dangerous, for sure. Getting involved and running good lines as well. Cabal cuts inside, that's nicely done. He was caught in two minds there, whether or not he was just loft the ball towards someone running forward, or was he going to shoot? Finally, he just took that power, just didn't manage to smash it hard. Followed. Mensah back to Mohamed Salisu, the AS Monaco man. That's a good ball down into the corner, picked up by Semenyo. Waits for some support. Or does he? He's capable of doing. So, that's a nice ball, a little bit too close to Abdelmoneim. Going through that man's mind at the moment. 32 minutes in. I think that we are having a cooling break now, because I think that Omar Kamal's injury, here we go, Omar Kamal's injury, of course, was the reason why the players went straight to the water box. You can see that it's 28 degrees and 80% humidity and a little bit of wind. We don't feel the wind around here, but I can tell you that the humidity obviously means that they've got to get some water inside of you. It just gives these coaches the chance to talk to their players. Absolute legend, of course. He's a legend before he came to the Côte d'Ivoire, but there he is, André Ayew, 34-year-old. Looking to the record. The number of matches played in the Africa Cup of Nations. Holding each other, cancelling each other out at the moment. Both sides with some good moves, but we haven't really seen any shots on goal that have troubled the two goalkeepers. El Shenawi maybe on one occasion, Ofori with one as well, but hasn't really been all about the final third. And I think that basically tells you that the midfield has become the centre stage of where this match will be won. Mo Salah a little bit frustrated at the moment because a couple of passes that haven't really worked out. He's being taken out. Mensah's doing a good job in surveying and monitoring the man. As we get the ball rolling once again for the final 10 minutes of the first half. Free kick for Egypt. Marmoush, the Eintracht Frankfurt midfielder. Done from Mo Salah, gets rid of Mensah, waits for a little bit of support. When Mo Salah's got a bit of extra time on his hands, that's when he can produce the magic, but he needs to just get rid of his first marker, then afterwards you can see what kind of stuff he produces. Just looking at some of his stats earlier today, and they still astonish, don't they? Just extraordinary. It's cleared. Egypt continue to put a bit of pressure. It's just gone out of play. It will be a goal kick. That's good, strong defensive play just to keep out Imam Ashur. For the 97 matches he's played for Egypt, he's scored 56 goals, and then there's the tally with Liverpool, 151 goals that he scored. Just absurd. 238 matches played. The high ball goes over the top, and Semenyo and Hegazi. It's a bit of a handful, Hegazi at the back. The no-nonsense centre-back, of course, who will throw his body into the challenge. As you can see by that, the arms go up, and on that occasion, Semenyo just holding him off, and there you go. It's the kind of the accordion effects, and then we're all good afterwards. We might see a little bit more of that, though. Egypt with the possession now, 58.4%. You can see the shots. That's only the one, isn't it? Mohamed Kudus was trying to think if Egypt had provided us with a shot on goal. It hasn't. Although they put a little bit of pressure on this back line. The gun in, defence in a strong position. Player down. Free kick this time. Marmoush does get the free kick. And you can see that the yellow card has been handed out, the first of the game, and it goes to Abdul Salis. There you go, that's the moment, just bumping off the Eintracht Frankfurt man as he tried to sneak past him. You're not doing that. The yellow card does come out from Saracho, and it will be a free kick. Dangerous position here. Mo Salah logically standing on it. And let's see what's coming from this. Where is this going? Mamouche, Salah, Kamal, Abdelmonem. The big boys have come up just to reinforce Mustafa Mohamed and co. Ghazi and Semenyo again. Here we go then, free kick time. Mamouche delivers. Things are not completely cleared, but Semenyo dispossessed. And it will be a throw-in. Mensah, good work coming out and just making sure that that wasn't going to go back into the penalty box. Picked up by Kamal. Throw-in it is for Egypt. Much movement for Egypt from the throw-in. Mensah, Accra-born left back. Nicely done. That is wonderful from Mohamed, but couldn't get his pass. That's great work from Kamal. Tries to get his crossover, but how to play it goes. It's going to be a goal kick. We've got 5 minutes remaining. We're in Victoria. Thinking about tactics, changes, they can unlock this Ghanaian defence. They've tightened things up in a big way, but it's very much the midfield who are just stalling and stopping the supply of ball to the front men, and it's frustrating for Egypt. Is Ayew. It's just been snagged by Imam Ashur. All the way from the other side to take out the Crystal Palace man. Jiku. Too narrow. There's Kudus hasn't had too much possession in the last few minutes. To get the ball to him. He is one of the players. That's a wonderful piece of play and a great opportunity. Make space and make a lot of space. Ashimero doing a brilliant job. Gets caught up in the red wall at the back finally. And Ghanaians a little bit frustrated with that decision, but the referee making his call. Egypt have the ball at their feet. El Neni. Only 5 goals have been scored in the last 4 AFCON meetings of these two teams. This is the 5th meeting between them. 2 draws in group stages before, and then those 2 wins that I mentioned before. 2017, 1-0 win, and then 2010 with Ghetto scoring that winner in the final in Angola. Kamal, the delivery's great. Oh, it's a beautiful cross, and that should have been smashed in. Mamouche doesn't get it. There's a great chance. It's delivered, and it's not in the back of the net. Ofori just easily takes it from Ashur. Had lots of time and space. Trying to curl one in with the inside of his right foot. Egypt, showing attacking threat, getting a little bit of possession in the Ghanaian half, and then all of a sudden it's Kudus who picks the ball up. They've got options, and Ayew has Mensah. Ayew gets it back. Nicely done. Kudus. He just nearly loses possession, gets it back. The West Ham man dispossessed, and this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Mo Salah's down the right-hand side. He's trying to go all alone, Mamouche, and I'm not too sure if that was the right decision. Mo Salah out wide, going, no, that could have been a pass right in front of me, and I might have been able to help you out. He was walking into a trap with all of the white shirts around him, but sometimes you just think that you can go alone. Mo Salah's gone down. All of a sudden, at the other end, Ghana on the attack. Semenyo gets the ball back. An opportunity here. Odoi gets it back, and there's a chance for Semenyo to try and... Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful play. The ball comes down into the byline, and a chance for a header. But just comes off the head. Another chance, good delivery back into the penalty box. And Mo Salah's down. I don't know if he's going to be okay to carry on. He went down. The referee's gone over to see him. He's still down on the ground near Richard Ofori. And is Mo Salah okay? That is a concern for Egypt. And he's holding that 4 minutes of added time in the first half. He's trying to get back up. It's a muscle strain. He's got a tap on the shoulder, and it looks like he's not gonna be able to continue. This is a massive blow, if it's the case. I don't know if he doesn't look okay, just reading the body language. The armband's gone to Higazi, as you can see, and Mo Salah is heading off, and this is a massive blow. I think that we can understand that, and he knows it. And Egypt lose their talismanic forward, who is so important to them. Scored a penalty in that 2-2 draw against Mozambique, and now he's forced to come off, and it's Mohamed Fati who's going to come on, the Pyramids player. Affect him? How will that affect the team? Will he be back? All of those questions. He's not the player that you want missing from your team, especially in a vulnerable situation that Egypt are in against Ghana, and that might play into their hands or feet or minds. Ghana. 4 minutes of added time as we look at Jordan Ayew just running down that left side, trying to find a little bit of space and get his crossover towards the byline. He's a wily player, isn't he? Still in possession, it comes back, and this is the man you've got to worry about. Oh my word! Kudus is the man! He's back! He's back! He's back! Mohamed Kudus! The skill, the panache, the shot, the celebrations. Ghana are back. And it's not the perfect timing for Egypt. They lose their captain. Kudus make makes his entrance and delivers. And the Black Stars are bouncing here in Abidjan. Great battling from Jordan Ayew. The ball's pulled to, as Salis gets the ball to Kudus. Just look what he does. One touch, two touches, three touches, and that left-footed shot into the corner to be such a great goalkeeper in El Shenawi. That is absolutely sublime. And that is why Ghana need him on the pitch. Egypt pick up the pieces, try and get themselves back into this, but that timely goal before the half-time whistle will lift Ghana. The Black Stars are shining bright. The Pharaohs are hoping that their dynasty is not on the cusp of collapse. I'm sure that it isn't, because they have got so much verve and swagger and experience that they will surely come back. El Neni. Kamal cuts inside. That's what he does well, but protects the ball. El Neni picks it up to Abdel Munaim over to the other side with Hamdi.
Disastrous opening half for Egypt. Down a goal and Mohamed Salah having to be subbed off. The Pharaohs, it is not looking good for them heading into the halftime break. Mohamed Kudus getting the opener for Ghana. We'll recap all the action from the opening half after the break.